Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. In today's video, we're going to be talking about or a little bit of advice on cryptocurrency. So if you're looking to invest into cryptocurrency, or if you're new into cryptocurrency, I want to give a couple of tips before you invest your money into cryptocurrency. Kind of, websites to use, other altcoins that we look at, alternatives to Bitcoin. Because everyone wants one full Bitcoin, but the price of Bitcoin is just too high. So what do? You look at altcoins. So come up next. All right, before we get into the video, I just want to say shout out to Alex Lynch. So Alex Lynch is in my Telegram group. So if you want to join our Telegram group, we have I just started it, and there's a lot of people joining and providing great value to the Telegram group. Like I mentioned, we just started it. I just wanted to give a shout out to Alex Lynch because he sent me a nice tool that he uses as well. I remember using it probably a couple of months ago, and then forgetting about it, and then saying, oh yeah, right, because there's just so many websites to use. When let's say you're new into cryptocurrency and you're trying to figure out which one to use, like CoinMarketCap, etc., Blocktivity, and pretty much like when you invest in cryptocurrencies, I take it from a kind of like a traditional stock investing point of view. I look at the utility, meaning the use case, the company, the employees behind it, the community as well. And then also fundamentals of, were they an ICO? How did they get their funding? Who are the primary investors? Do they come from another company that can back that company, etc.? So one of the main important things is when you're getting to cryptocurrency is based on blockchain. So you really want to figure out how much use, the actual blockchain itself is being used. So if you're buying a token, for example, Vechain, we'll talk about Vechain because I do talk a lot about Vechain. So that, is the symbol, and then the gas or the token that is being used is called VTHO or VTHOR. So you really want to say, when you invest into a company like Vechain, the tokenomics, they have a two-token system. You want to make sure that, is the blockchain being used, or is just a bunch of fluff that's, hoping to spread more faster transactions per second. So a lot of people use this site, which is Blocktivity, and they see how much transactions are actually going about on the blockchain. So if you go to blocktivity.info, and it'll give you some more news as you click on each tab, but you could see the top, I'd say top 30, and this is great, but it doesn't give you an indication of the spam that it's involved, or is that data that's being used on a blockchain, is it just a bunch of fluff to make things easier to kind of learn, right? So what I mentioned, Alex sent me this website here. So it's called coinstats.network. So the creator of coinstats.network, and what he has done, he actually pulled a bunch of APIs from all over all the APIs that are available out on the internet in terms of blockchain activity, spam scores, etc. And he goes into more detail, and Alex sent me this on Reddit. But basically, he says, so the creator is dude_d1. He says the transaction score is a transaction adoption score, which is used to compare how much each coin is actually being used when compared to the market capitalization. So this is very, very important, right? So one thing that is very good is, okay, well, are they spamming the network? Are these just a bunch of fluff transaction on the blockchain? So you can hide this, and you could actually see, okay, yeah, they're number one, but how much spam is actually involved on the network, right? There's a lot of speculation about that, and you probably, either you probably want to stay away from it, or just don't even buy it in general. You have Tron here, and there's been a lot of bad news. I don't invest into Tron, and I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend Tron. If you're looking at getting to a particular altcoin. Then you have Bitcoin SV. So this provides a great score of the transaction, the trending, the market cap. So this site has grown actually quite a bit, and you could see the top performers for transaction adoption. And over here, you have Vechain, which is actually in the top performers, and they're in the top 9. And you could compare this to Blocktivity as well. But, a lot of people on the Reddit forums are saying, with coinstats.network, that it's just more reliable. So a lot of people are actually, going to this. Another cool feature of this is under the radar. So with under the radar, you could actually see which potential altcoins that are kind of like coming up, right? And you know, you might want to invest into those. But as you click on it, you can see Vechain is here, right? Stellar, right? These are some great trending ones. Binance Coin, Strong is in green. Fusion, Bancor. So I just posted this on my Twitter feed. So if you're not following me on Twitter, go follow me at TechTipsToGo1. And I just retweeted this from Vulcan Forge. So Vulcan Forge says, "We're delighted to announce details of the Vulcanverse." I'm going to click on this for you. A decentralized 3D virtual world built on Vechain Official and powered by Vitho. Users can explore, interact, own, and trade NFT pieces of land mass and build limitless creations with our 3D engine. So this was this actually went on to Vechain Official. And when I tweeted this, you know, it's pretty cool because with the gaming industry and the dApps that are being involved, you know, you kind of sit there and you're like, wow, like Vechain is, you know, onto something good here, right? You know, they're not just in healthcare and medical, etc. And when I tweeted this was my original tweet. So I said, big things coming. Not only is Vechain involved with medical, hospital, supply chain, auto, food traceability, fashion, gas, and more, and then this, what's next? The future is bright. And, you know, the reason why I said that is because over the last couple of weeks, we've just been hearing news after news after news, and it's actually pretty difficult for me to keep up with making my videos because there's just so much news. I still have to do the recap of the boot camp from the last one with the Cypress Hospital because there was a lot of great golden nuggets out there. And then even with Sonny's AMA, the first one, he kind of spilled a little bit of beans that I want to touch base on in a recap. But this just shows you, like, you know, there's news after news after news. The mainnet is getting more fireworks and transactions. And when I said this, it's like, okay, well, they entered hospital and medical, you know, the Cypress Hospital. You know, they're working with BMW, H&M, Shanghai Gas, and it just keeps going on and on and on. And then we have this gaming and 3D virtual world built on Vechain Official, on Vechain's ecosystem. It's just, you know, the sky's the limit. And you know, well, I think only bright things are going to come out in the future. And, you know, if you haven't purchased Vechain yet, the symbol is VET, not financial advice, but just my strong opinion on Vechain and where it's going. I just think it has the company itself has a bright future. So anyways, you could check out the article here. I'm going to leave a link to it, but I'll leave a link to it. But, you know, this kind of reminds me of like World of Warcraft, where, you know, you create your own. Well, you're, you know, here you're creating your own virtual world, and you could build and you can sell pieces of your land and interact on the Vechain network. So this is really cool and interesting. So props to Vechain on this again for some great news, and also props to Vulcan Forged. Go follow them on Twitter. I'm going to go follow them right now. So that is the news, and, you know, happy Sunday, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, Monday. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, support the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so. And one last thing, I just want to say thanks for everyone that subscribed. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I'm going to be doing kind of like an AMA. I'm just going to go through all of your questions that you guys have in another video. But if you have questions that you want answered kind of right away from our community, just join our Telegram group. I'll leave a link down below. So I'll see you in the next one.